Good morning, everybody. I hope you're having a great day today. My name's Cody, and I want to thank you so much for stopping by. So, welcome back to the farm today, everybody. It is something wrong with the sky. I don't know what it is, but it seems to be leaking. We don't normally get that around here, so it is fantastic today. With it being so wet, we had a good drink overnight here. Everything is doing well. But fields are a little bit too muddy for me to be wanting to work in there today. So I thought it would be fun to change things up a little bit and do a bit of an inside project. So you can hear Dennis screeching at me over there. And actually the sunflowers right here, I think they're still there. I think they left. There were two young deer, and then the mama was back in the trees there. So they were just out enjoying the sunflowers this morning. And see that patch right over there? Doesn't that look fantastic? So I'm just going to hop in here and let's get on with the day. Oh, the sunflowers are absolutely loving this rain that we're getting here. Don't they look fantastic? I planted them a lot differently this year than I did last year, and I'm kind of liking the way that they turned out. You know, there's a lot more, they're a lot tighter in their rows. There's a lot more of them, and I think it just kind of gives that nice look that you're in a nice, beautiful field of sunflowers. I mean, technically that you are, obviously, it's a field of sunflowers. But it's a lot smaller than, say, like a whole section or quarter section done in sunflowers. It's just an acre or two here. But I think it gives a good effect and it makes it look nice. And I mean, even the deer were out this morning admiring all the work there. So anyway, they are loving this drink and I'm so happy because it's been so dry. This is probably the first rain we've had in dang near, a month. So it's been really well received out here for sure. So what I want to do today is, I grow calendula, and I usually turn that into like a hand salve. It's got a lot of healing properties, and it's just a nice little thing to be able to grow and then turn into a product that we can use or sell at market. I thought it would be a good day, to do inside work, and that's what we're going to do with the calendula oil, turning that into a hand salve. But before I do that, I'm going to come and get some of my German chamomile and make a nice cup of tea. So I'm going to get that harvested here and head on inside. Freshly picked chamomile. We're ready for our indoor project here. Something that I've enjoyed doing is trying to incorporate more of the herbal side of the farm here, So we've got chamomile tea, which is fresh from the garden. We're going to be working with our calendula plants that we grew last year and then infused with some carrier oils to make some other botanical products. And it's just nice to be able to utilize the land in more than just having flowers or vegetables, doing it in different ways. So really going to enjoy this. There we go. We'll let this steep for a little bit, but this is chamomile right fresh from the garden. It doesn't get any fresher than that. Beautiful color on it, and the smell is unbelievable. Absolutely fantastic. So this is a good start to our indoor project. The ratio that I do for the hand salve is 1 part wax to 7 parts oil. So I'm going to do that here. I'll put in 7 ounces of beeswax and then 49 ounces of the oil. So let's see. Perfect. Now for the remainder, we'll zero this out again. Okay, and now we'll add our oil. This is the calendula oil that we made last year from our last year's flowers. here we go. Okay, there we go. So that's pretty straightforward. The calendula oil we find is just fantastic. You know, the flowers grow really, really well, and they're a great little herb to grow in your garden. You know, there's a lot of healing properties that they've got. They're antifungal, antiviral, and they're just a true pleasure to grow. Plus, you can turn them into fun things like this. So I'm gonna melt this all together over low heat. I don't personally like any scents or anything like that. You can add shea butter if you want to make it more smooth, or an essential oil if you want a particular scent to go along with it. But for me, the beeswax and calendula oil is really what I'm after. So ideally, this would be done on a double boiler. You don't have the risk of burning it then. So I'm just gonna do this over medium to low heat, make sure everything's melted together with my wooden spoon, stir it all up, and once everything is melted together and it's kind of come one, and then we can go pour it over into our little trays there. Really important to not get the oil too hot. You don't want to burn your calendula oil. It can reduce some of its healing properties if you get it too hot there. So just keep an eye on it, stir it constantly, and like I say, ideally it's a double boiler, but you know, don't let perfection be the enemy of the good, right? So we are going to get this done and move on. Okay, we've been on low medium heat for about 15 minutes or so, and all of the wax has now melted. So at this point, super important to not really heat it up much more than this. We don't want to burn the oil, like I mentioned. And at this point, like I say, it's mixed up all well enough. So after this, we will get it off the heat here right away and pour it into our little containers. Doesn't that look beautiful? The smell, I wish there was smell-o-vision, but it is just fantastic. Looks like there's a seed head from the calendula there. I don't think it would be viable, but there we go. Let's get it off the heat and into our trays. Alright, we just got the wax and the oil heated up to the point where they've combined now, so it is, I'm in a very precarious crouch here, but that's okay. So you'll see now that this is literally liquid, right, because we heated it up. So if you're anything like me, I don't want to necessarily pour 50 of these, only to find out that the end result isn't going to be firm enough, or it's going to be too firm perhaps. So what I'm going to do is just a quick test. So I've got a lid here, and what I'm going to do is just get a little bit of our product, put it on that lid there, and then we're going to watch to see what happens as far as its cooling and its consistency. So we're going to give that just a little bit of time, and you can kind of see already, if it'll focus there. Well, it's not focusing all that well, but I think you can see this is now vertical in my hands, and what was just a liquid not that long ago has turned into a nice solid state here. And yeah, the consistency, it feels fantastic. It's smooth, it melts when I touch it, which is nice, and I think we hit that sweet spot. So it's that 1 part wax, 7 parts oil. Anyway, I'm confident and I'm happy with the viscosity that we currently have in our pot here while it is warm, and I'm going to get this dished out into the little trays so we can get them all cooling. Finished pouring all of the Calendula Salve into their little containers here, and just gonna leave them out overnight to cool off, and then we'll get them capped here with their lids and then stickers for their labels, and then we're all good to go. But like you can see, super easy project to do. You know, growing calendula is very, very easy, and then harvesting, drying the flowers, making your calendula oil here is super easy. 7 parts oil, 1 part wax. If you're unsure about the consistency, you can always test it, right? Like I say, don't let perfection be the enemy of the good. So just keep going until you find that consistency that you like. We did it pretty easily the first time, so that was awesome. Just wanted to share another aspect of what I do out here with you guys, a little bit of the herbalism. And I think the more that we can do those sorts of things and gain a true deep appreciation for the natural world that we live in, I think that's a really good thing, getting those nice deep connections with the earth here. And what a better way than to grow it and to utilize something that you can use there. So anyway guys, I'm going to leave it there for now, but I want to thank you so much for watching. A very different video than what I normally do, but I hope you were able to get some enjoyment out of it, and yeah, let me know if you have any questions down below there, and yeah, until next time guys, have a great day and take care. We'll see you later. Bye now.